I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is
Dango Duo!
Whoa.
Finally.
The hit game of...
2016.
Was that you, Yanto?
Yeah, it was Yanto.
Yanto's here too. Everybody's here.
Everyone is here.
That's tomorrow.
I know. Oh, way to date the video. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we're recording this in the past. Hi there. We're playing Firewatch. Not to be confused with Overwatch. Which is dead. This here is an interactive story / exploration game.
Walking simulator, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. An interactive experience by Camposanto, which involves two of the lead writers from The Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a shorter LP, hence why we don't have an opening video. But, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Got some chibis. Let's take it. Also, whatever you hear in the background is probably the chinchillas. Like that.
That's the chinchillas.
That's them eating some wood. They're not actually eating it, they're just...
They use it to sharpen their teeth for battle. They're a Pokemon. They're actually Minchinos.
Pretty much. To sharpen keep their teeth from growing as much.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this game.
Did
that
reset your settings?
No, I didn't. The audio's fine. See?
Oh, okay. I thought it said 50 for some reason. I was like, excuse me?
No. You haven't been burpy at all today. You were like, I'm so burpy. You haven't been.
I just burped like
is the mail outside?
Yeah, it's the mailman.
What if Smash gets delivered today?
It's not going to.
What if it comes a day early?
It's not going to.
What if it does, though? Maybe we should stop this LP and just go check if it's Smash.
It's not going to be Smash.
Alright, Kitty, hit the X button. I'm playing, by the way, but I want Kitty so we both commit to the start of the game.
I have seen a lot of the beginning parts of the game, but I've never watched the full LP because it interests me enough to buy it and play it. I have not played it, of course. Bought it on like two...
We're doing it now.
We got this one for free.
We got this one for free for PS Plus.
I bought it on Mac.
Yeah. Campo Santo, which is Spanish for Camp Santo.
No,
it's Saint Camp, yeah. Which is a really stupid name, but
yeah, it's
you would actually you would say that in Spanish. In Spanish, it works.
Campo Santo.
Boulder, Colorado.
And you've seen like none of this game, right?
I know a little bit about what happens later, but in passing, it may all be wrong.
Do you know about this?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I love this intro. It's so interesting.
You see Julia.
Actually, I think I'll put down a timer, but it'll be a little, we might just, like, try to get through this first.
Okay. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder.
This is in Colorado, where we are right now.
You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. Oh, yeah, the main character's named Henry. Henry. You approach her. I guess I have to press X, yeah.
Yeah. You will make some choices.
You are drunk?
Here we go.
So what's your major? You're pretty. See, step 1, don't talk to women at parties, especially if you're drunk. Step 1.
True. But step 2.
Does this actually affect the story? Or is it just kind of like...
It affects this little intro bit, as far as I know. Okay. I don't know if it affects the story at major.
Your perception of the past is changed by what you say. You know what? You're drunk. Let's go with drunk Henry.
Drunk Henry.
Yeah, you're so damn fucking pretty.
This is 1975, by the way.
You're so... what did the people say in the 70s? Oh.
You're pretty, she says coolly.
You're not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused.
Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says.
That's a weird thing to say.
To get her less drunk. To get him less drunk.
The burger's gonna come out. The burger's not gonna stay down there if you're drunk already.
That's fair.
She flags on a waiter, and 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Oh, well, that's the guy fantasy, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Okay, Scott Pilgrim. Oh,
man. We will talk about that.
Oh, that a little bit jittery here, but it's fine.
Did you toggle head bob or no?
Is that the head bob?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Is that the head bob?
It could be. It might be when you're running.
Okay, this looks less natural. You know what? Okay,
that's fair.
We'll experience the head bob for like 2 parts, and then
So, R2 is your backpack.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna die, isn't she? Oh gosh, she has cancer.
Pick up your backpack.
God.
Oh, nice backpack.
Why would we become a camper person if she was alive?
Alright, let's go. Go to your truck. Hell yeah, life's an adventure.
I can't jog. I can't jog.
Yeah, you hold it down. But you gotta go. You gotta put your backpack in your truck. Or close the truck bed door, I don't know.
Oh, load gear into the backpack.
I love this intro.
Yeah.
It's so... A lot of people, when it came out, thought it was kind of lazy. But I I see where you're coming from, as you'll see as we get through the intro. But I really like it. It gives you like enough character without them like blowing their budget immediately on a bunch of cutscenes.
That's fair. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. See, this is the power of reading, where you can imagine this stuff happening with your own budget. It's not. It's sufficient for what you're doing. Also, it's a small team, I think. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. I wish the game told you press X to advance.
That's true.
Because I did that gaming thing where I'm like, okay, do I move? Do I do anything? Just smash
That's X. Fair. We're dialoguing.
There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's a badass. Oh, she's fucking dead. Well, okay, real talk though. Like, she wants the beagle.
Yeah, so she should get the beagle.
Yeah, I really dislike the idea of like she wants the beagle, but I know what's better for you because I'm a man. Mm-hmm. Book, it's a good
Did
dog.
Did you hear him bark?
Yeah.
There he goes.
And a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. Would you separate 9:30 and p.m., or would you just stick it together? Tell me, editor.
I think it's supposed to be separate, but it actually looks fine this way too.
It looks fine that way, but I
think it's a regional thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about kids? She asks.
We've been out for like a year.
No, it's been 4 years.
Oh yeah.
We met in 75.
I was gonna be like, kids. It tastes terrible. It takes so long to grow. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much.
I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots.
No, I mean, these are actually, I mean, like, we've been together for 4 years. Yeah, and it looks like we already have a kid. It's the dog. It shows that we can actually maintain a relationship together in spite of, an additional agent appearing in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
In that case, we should probably get married.
Yeah, I would like that, you say.
These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best their parents are hitched.
You say she's absolutely right.
Nice. We married.
Ah, she's fucking dead. Oh, and we killed her.
We are the murderer.
We are a white middle-aged man. Of course we murder our wife.
You got your backpack. You're on the wrong way.
We are on the run. Kitty. Okay, listen.
Fire danger. Ooh.
Really? I thought this was supposed to be in Colorado, not California. Yeah. We're from California. We hate it. Please stop.
Please stop burning.
Wait, is he camping or? I thought he worked. He's gonna work here. I remember hearing that he ends up working here. Oh, this don't become more high res as you become closer.
You get a map later.
Okay.
So.
Just go into the wilderness.
It's time to go.
We're on the run. We killed our wife clearly, because like, what other reason does a settled-in middle-aged white man has to just leave his life?
1980.
It's a Thursday night and Julia's 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angry by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You fight?
I guess she's like, you're like,
I mean, I feel like when you... I don't like either of these options.
Fair.
This feels either A, communicate, talk to her.
Yeah, this is like, we need to talk.
Yeah.
So I guess the most close to that would not be ignoring her, would be getting mad. Cause...
Oh, I mean, like, or you could say, or like, letting her be is the opposite of that. It's like, she's fine, she'll just,
Yeah.
Although, I guess, it says that you were fighting. So it's already kind of on a negative foot, you could say.
And at least getting mad would talk to her in some way, probably. Either way, your choice, my babe.
No. I don't like either of these.
Yeah, these are both terrible.
You know what? Fuck it. We're already fighting.
We're in the 80s, and we're a man, so...
Yeah, time to get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to go fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. Was He-Man out in 81? I thought it was like 82 or 83. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Was Victoria's Secret in 1981?
Well, I'll look.
I think He-Man is like 84.
I'll look for you.
I remember looking some Care Bears. I thought it was like 1980, but it's actually like 1985. I'm gonna frolic like Victoria's Secret model.
82. Yeah, they're a year off. And then Victoria's Secret.
Camposanto. Where's your editor? Camposanto, come on. What was He-Man? Fucking tell me it's like 83.
It was 82.
Camposanto!
And no, the 82 was He-Man, and
Victoria's Secret is
77. So okay. Victoria's Secret's fine.
Okay. Julia was right. You are very pretty. I am. I have very good bone structure.
Yeah, look at those bones.
Compliments my.
Oh, look at these colors! Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the aesthetic.
I fucking love this.
Yeah,
this is like everything I love.
Kitty. Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. Can you believe that I was pressing the wrong button for sprinting?
Yeah,
I was holding R1. I'm like, let's go. 2 forks, fire lookout, 8 miles ahead. Oh god. Yeah, I know how to. Oh, that's nice. Also, we watched a little bit of remind me to talk about something. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Jesus! Bucket gets kicked. Oh, it's you.
Dog!
Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker.
Scare him away or beat his face in?
I think... well, he kicked the dog, so yeah, I'm gonna fucking beat his face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. Oh, I wonder if the scar's gonna magically show up now. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Yuli asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids gets waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her enough to take the job, or agree if she commutes back and forth?
Yeah, these are both a terrible option, by the way. This is like the worst choice in the game that I know.
Agrees if she commute. It's like, yeah, take it, but you have to drive 2,000 miles?
Or you have to fly, whenever she can back.
This is stupid.
Just whenever she can, is that what I assume that means?
Okay,
flying back every weekend would be stupid, but...
Okay, this one...
That one's shitty.
This is shitty. And this is doubly shitty, because that's you get to have what you want, but you must also do what I want.
Yeah, no, it's...
My needs come before you, because you're a woman.
Yeah, no, this is the worst.
This is shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the least shitty of the two is convince her to not take the job, although, why not just go with her? What job do you have? You look like a fucking deadbeat.
He works at Colorado, I think.
At Colorado.
At the Colorado
I work
University.
for California.
That's fair.
You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She is totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. But she decides not to take it. 1985. Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Now, I wonder if there's something... I don't want to say wrong with her, because, the human physiology is just, a myriad of different things.
It's fucked up.
But I wonder if there's, a part of her that we don't know about, She was found crying in the stairwell. Maybe she's actually just kind of dealing with, the bottled up drama of letting go to a dream job. You said that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine to try to forget about it. Jesus. Well, I would love to say this, but I don't think that he's the kind of guy who would do that, and I don't think that she's the kind of woman who would go for that.
That's fair.
Especially after all this. Also, it seems really shitty to be, you don't get your dream job, but you should go see therapy. You should go find out what's killing you inside.
Jesus.
It's probably not me, though. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. I mean, what's the other more important person in your life? Bucket?
Dog.
You think Bucket did it? It's Bucket, isn't it?
It's Bucket.
Kitty, help me. I hate being an asshole, but this is abusive, by the way.
Really?
Well, he's the problem. But I mean, you know what? You guys should. Actually, it's like a group therapy thing.
Yeah.
You know what? After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests... Oh, it was like...
Oh. It was that kind of help, not
therapy.
No.
They're worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Yanto, what are you doing down there? Yanto's like, I want to play too.
I want to play.
It's like, why didn't you get a cat instead? The cat ending.
Yeah.
You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Oh yeah. Nothing like.
Pick up your journal.
No,
This is a fun tidbit. I think it's the only thing you can do, but.
Oh, we still have the ring.
There's you.
Oh.
Because if you had, oh, you're gonna have to censor that. Sorry.
Why didn't you? Oh, why didn't you tell me about the penis?
I forgot. I didn't know you'd pick that one because it depends on if you pose like He-Man, you'll get drawn the other way. If you pose as a Victoria's Secret model, that's how you'd get drawn.
Now I have to blur out the penis. I was not expecting to see his penis. Do you also see his penis if he's He-Man?
Maybe.
Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. He still has the ring, so it makes me assume that he's probably holding on to the past, or he's guilty because he murdered his wife. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class, her research is in shambles, she drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason, and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her Jesus. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. You suggest that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move in with her into full-time care facility.
You decide to move her in, too.
Yeah, move her. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. Oh, that's...
These are both shitty.
See, this is a very easy answer for me, because my mother does assisted living, and I can assure you, that's a job.
Yeah.
That's a job.
Yeah.
That's a job. And it's a very hard job. And the idea of, like, you'll balance everything, you won't.
No.
Get help. Get someone to help you. And I know someone may be like...
That, you abandoned her in the home.
Yeah. But I'm like...
Other way.
Yeah. But I want to check if there's something out here.
That's fair.
I played video games before. I keep pressing X expecting for him to jump like woohoo!
Fair.
Woohoo! I guess it's because I have a different perspective because my mom does that. But the families that I have met and have seen that they're like, we're gonna just make all this work, and you realize you can't.
Unless you have somebody full time doing that.
But freaking Henry here does not have that. So the thing I wanted to say that I remembered is that we were watching some Super Bunny Hop videos recently. Super Bunny Hop on YouTube. He makes cool content. He actually backpacked across the U.S. He wanted to do that when he was before he started YouTube. He was like, I want to do one thing before he quit his job or something. He just backpacked through the entirety of the U.S. That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yanto! Come here, baby.
It's sad times for Henry. Yanto. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. Then I mean, okay. I don't want to be all like, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean,
it's hard.
Especially because he, has a job. Okay, you better not knock in 5 minutes.
Out. Bye.
And I really hate that, in pop culture, and like you said, it's you abandon her.
Yeah.
And it isn't like that.
No.
I don't know.
It's incredibly stressful to have to deal with that every single day.
And even when you're not there, you're carrying that with you.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing. And
even if you don't see her, then you're still thinking about it. It's still in your mind.
It's a fucked up situation.
It is.
You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. See, I like this particular sentiment, but I wish that it actually went a little bit further because, see, you think that, but no one fucking does think that about you.
Yeah.
No one actually phrases stuff like that.
No.
Now, it's a thing where, like, we're always, like, really hard on ourselves. Or like, we're all, like, everyone is so lost in their own, everybody's suffering silently.
Yeah.
And everybody's in their own, piece of hell.
Exactly.
You know? So, like, it's the thing where, like, when you're sharing your problems with someone, you're like, oh, they must think I'm pathetic. And if you could only look into their head and realize that they're dealing with their own problems.
Yeah, and thinking, oh, they must think I'm pathetic.
Yeah. Or they're like, man, if you only knew how pathetic I was.
Right, exactly.
Everybody's suffering in silence. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much.
Fair.
I can't believe I have to blur a penis. 1989, that's the year I was born.
Oh.
Julia's sister Susan moves to... Please don't fuck Susan. Moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Really?
No.
Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. A job far, far away from your wife.
You take it.
So you decide... Well, now I can make the murdering joke.
No.
You take it. Okay. This is interesting. I wonder... Because I totally see, how people's perception can be morphed into, like... if you knew nothing about this game, you would watch this and be like, "Is this the game? Did I just play the game?" If maybe there was more of the walking around in between stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just the intro. The rest of the game is walking around.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop here for the first episode because the timer would have gone off if I hadn't stopped it.
This is the prologue.
Yeah, you need to do this in order to learn about about your character.
Me, look. It's me, Henry. I may or may not have murdered my wife. Who knows? I could still be on... See, this could all be a creation of my imagination.
Yeah. It's not, but it could be.
Interesting setup. I'm looking up, I'm like, is this where Until Dawn happened?
Pretty much.
What if there's vampires in the woods?